Is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA light heavyweight division. Brought to you tonight by the Grand Casino Hotel and Resort. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu style fighter stands 6 foot tall, weighed in 203.4 pounds. He holds a professional record, 13 wins, 3 defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout, 3 by way of submission. Representing Full House and fighting out of Belo Horizonte, Brazil, Bruce Soldado de Cristo Souto. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a striker standing 6 foot tall, weighed in 207.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 15 wins, 11 defeats, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout, 4 by way of submission. Representing Sanford MMA and fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, by way of Asuncion, Paraguay, Cristhian La Masacre Torres. Your referee in charge of the action, Kevin Nix.
Fighters, clear the cage. All right, fighters, we already went over the rules. I expect a good, clean fight. No fouls, touch gloves, go to corner, be warriors.
Closing odds coming in, courtesy of MMAOddsBreaker.com. Bruce Soto, a favorite at minus 323 in his LFA debut. The comeback on the veteran Cristhian Torres, plus 245. Kevin Nix is our referee, and our feature fight of LFA 105 is underway. Ron Kruk and Alan Jovan with you. Glad you could be a part of the broadcast on UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, those odds makers saw something that Torres didn't see. Because Torres said he's going to eat this guy up, and he felt very confident going into this matchup.
He always is. Again, 10 knockouts, 4 submission victories. That's 14 finishes out of his 15 wins. But Souto has faced some tough competition. The win-loss record of his opponents, 148 victories to 95 losses. He has 3 first-round finishes and is on a 7-fight win streak. Souto training at Full House. Heavy leather thrown by Souto.
Yeah, Souto getting in the face of danger right there and putting Torres against the fence. This is what he told us in the meeting. This is what he wanted to do. Put him against the fence, make him work a while, tire down those quick punches of Torres. And then look for that knockout later in the fight. But he's in good position there, and I like the way that he came forward and put himself in danger for a little bit to get this position.
Cristhian Torres training with Sanford MMA. Of course, Henry Hooked and Greg Jones. So he's been training with Brendan Allen, Brandon Vera, Rumble Johnson.
No easy rounds over there.
No.
Tremendous names.
Absolutely.
That's what gave him so much confidence going into this fight with Souto. He goes, I've seen Soto's fight. He goes, he's not Brandon Vera. He's not Brandon Allen. I mean, he trains with some monsters over there.
Souto holding the arms.
Going for the inside trip. Souto was keen to it. Thus far, Souto holding true to his game plan and winning this battle, winning this grappling battle so far on the inside.
Fighters exchange knees. Man, that cage wall was bending with these 2 big men in front of us.
This is a new cage too. So. Right there, he's in deep below the hips, got his hands clasped together and gets a takedown. Nice job by Souto.
Torres struggling to get back up on his feet, now gives up his back.
You know, and Souto looking pretty good, being that he's the former welterweight, right? He's showing so far that he could be the stronger man on the inside.
Great point. Again, going up 2 weight classes just because he wanted the opportunity to fight while he is here in the United States.
I like that. Nice job, nice trip right there, just stepping in front. I like the leg wrap he was doing a while ago.
And as we approach the 2-minute mark here, an opportunity for Bruce Souto. Torres' corner, telling him to get up.
And he needs to be careful of his neck. You can see Souto is not playing any games right here. Got both hooks in, got him on his back. Looking to finish his fight in the first round with a rear naked choke. He's going for a crush right now. He's not under the chin, but he might be able to, if he decides to go for it, just go ahead and get a crank. Shut off the air passage, airways of Torres.
3 submission victories for the Brazilian Bruce Souto. A minute 30 to go.
That was a
He's
mistake.
got it very tight. Cristhian Torres in trouble. Cranking that neck.
Wow, God. I was holding my breath. I thought it was... Torres made a mistake right there. He was focusing on doing little pitter-pat punches like he's doing rather than fighting the arms. Whatever's trying to kill you at the immediate moment, that's what you got to focus on. It's the rear naked choke that is the biggest threat right now. He needs to protect that neck, stop that choking arm right now, and then once he has that arm protected, then he can go and throw some shots. But yeah, I saw a mistake right there, and you saw Souto capitalize on it right away.
Able to survive the mistake, though, is Cristhian Torres. See if Souto goes right back to it, and he does. Rear naked choke. Torres keeping that chin down and gets out again. Souto lets it go. 30 seconds to go.
Torres showing he's not an easy body type to choke. He shrugs those shoulders up, protects that chin a little bit, but I don't like him playing this game, to be honest. I mean,
dangerous.
Yeah, he's showing that shoulder flexibility right here with the kind of backwards ground and pound, but it's not going to finish your fight, right? It's going to annoy your opponent, but it's allowing Souto to slap on that rear naked choke. We've seen him slap on 2 rear naked chokes in a matter of a minute. He needs to think about just being safe in here and exploding, going belly to belly to try to get out of this position.
Souto has 3 career wins via rear naked choke, but Cristhian Torres able to survive the submission attempts. We'll enter into the second round of this LFA light heavyweight matchup.
You know, I spoke about Torres' right hand, but you see some of this right hand work, some handiwork right here by Souto. This was early in the round. Push forward with the right, left, right. Pushed him against the fence, and from there, it was a lot of the same. Souto grinding him against the cage, getting the takedown, and looking for the RNC.
Você percebeu o jogo dele, que é só aquele cruzado. É o que ele tem, beleza? Mesma coisa, mantém seu controle de distância.
Johnny Vieira in the corner of Souto. Adi Olic in the corner of Cristhian Torres. And I got pelted with ice here ringside. Sure
Gotta have more head movement around.
Yeah,
we talk about
slowing
it
down in my old age. Unbelievable. Back in the day, I would have slipped back.
Don't let him mess up your suit.
Impossible. Round number 2 underway. Torres, black trunks, red tape, and Souto, orange shorts, blue tape.
1-2 down the pipe. 1-2 down the pipe, Cristhian. Let's go.
That would have been a good time. You hear Torres' corner calling for the 1-2 down the pipe. He should look for it off these low kicks, look to counter. But Souto's been doing a good job so far. He just has better movement. He's been putting himself in a better position like this. Punches, comes in, tries to work on the takedown. He's got his hands in front of us. He's got his hands together, a bit of an S grip. Let's see if he can tighten this up and finish the takedown.
Torres did take this fight on short notice, and Souto does get the takedown all over the back again of Torres.
Yeah, so I hate to be all over Torres on this fight with certain mistakes, but that's the problem that comes with throwing shots like that. He went for those elbows, and unless they're going to be knockout elbows, you're giving your opponent an opportunity to take you down rather than getting the overhook and hipping in and working on defense of the takedown. He got caught up with the elbows and eventually got taken down.
Souto working that RNC again. But as you said, I mean, just Torres is a difficult man to choke out.
Yeah, difficult man. He's going the wrong way right now. He needs to circle into the choke. If to his right side, he was going to the left side.
I mean, if you were in the corner of Brucey Souto, would you say, hey, let's get away from the RNC? I mean, it's not working, although you're scoring points and controlling the fight. A nice transition here.
Yeah, I know. And then as we're saying that, you see him do the right thing. You see Torres get in control. I don't know. I mean, he was having success so far with the takedowns and on top. But then as we're saying that, you see Torres kind of realize, look, it's not in that tight. These hooks aren't in tight. He doesn't have an over-under. I'm not gift-wrapped. I can turn in and go belly to belly, and this is the position he's in now.
Opportunity for Cristhian Torres. 4 career submission wins for him, and now he attacks the neck.
Yeah, we'll see how much the advantage of having a weight class difference, a weight class advantage rather, for Torres helps him being on top now. On the bottom, it wasn't going to do much. Being on top, the bigger man, the smaller man has to carry your weight. So we'll see how well he could do. But he's much more, Torres is much more of a dominant striker, and that's where I think he's going to have the more success on this fight.
Oh, gotta watch the back of the head. But again, Torres goes after Souto's neck. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second round. Has the tide turned in this fight?
Yeah. Using his size, using his grappling to weigh on him. Trying to tire down Souto as well. A little bit of the same game plan.
Push on his face and the elbow, cuz.
Very quiet in here, right? The last fight we couldn't hear ourselves think with the coaching going on.
Absolutely. 2 different coaching approaches. Definitely.
Sem problema, é isso aí.
Got a minute left.
I'm ready for fans to be back in the arena, and we will see that tomorrow night at UFC 261. Over 15,000 fans in the arena. Can't wait.
UFC leading the way again. Torres looks content right now to kind of finish this round in a dominant position, get that round back, make it an even round going into the third round, and see what he can do from the feet. But I thought I might see a little bit more urgency from him to stand up, put himself in an advantage position to get the knockout. But he seems content right now being on top, landing strikes. He needs to be careful, though, with these elbows getting close to the back of the head.
Yep,
he's already been
absolutely.
warned by the referee.
Right. Kevin Nix. Last week we saw Kevin Nix deduct a point after a warning for grabbing the fence.
20 seconds.
He doesn't play around. If he gives you a warning, you better adhere to it. And here we go.
Good scramble right there by Souto. The underhook gave him that the entire time.
Fighters back on their feet as time winds down here in the second round. But that was a strong round for Cristhian Torres, the 29-year-old fighting out of Sanford MMA.
Yeah, you saw Souto get the reversal at the end of the round, but with 10 seconds left, right? So realistically, it looks like Torres was able to turn the tides in that fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Going into the third round, it's probably going to be 1-1, and anybody's fight is up for grabs.
Usually use a straight punch. All right, left hand kicks, you gotta go 2, 3, bro. Get him down. All right, full grapple with this one. Keep it in the center, use your footwork, and box him up.
Defender de novo, fica por cima ali, não vai para as costas agora não. Vamos ganhar a luta, beleza? Se você vê que ele tá cansado, você pega as costas. Se não, fica cozinhando, você vai ganhar a luta dele forte para segurar a posição. É. Beleza, é isso aí, agora ganhamos, tá?
Cristhian Torres, I love the fact he never sits down on his stool.
Not for long. Yeah, he puts his foot up.
Yeah.
He's off and going right away.
Well, anyone's fight as we enter into the third round. According to Alan Joban, it is a 1 round apiece. LFA light heavyweight action, the feature fight here at LFA 105.
Yeah, and if the corners, the body language in the corner in between rounds had any indication on how this third round is going to look, it would favor Torres. He was not, like you said, Ron, not really on the stool, up and at it right away. I saw Souto on the stool for quite a while.
That was a big shot.
Yeah, he's looking good, but Souto didn't look too quick to get off the stool.
Well, this is only the third time in 26 fights that Cristhian Torres has entered into the third round. Speaks volumes of how he ends fights.
Torres making a mistake right here. He needs to keep his hips wide and grab an underhook, not going for this body lock. He needs to get a whizzer on one. There you go. Yeah, just, small mistakes right there in the grappling department.
And Souto back on the back of Torres. And he opened up a cut, too, in between the eyes.
Yeah, not the position that Torres wanted to be in. I mean, so early into the round. It's the last round. Anybody's fight right here. Anybody could take it with a momentum shift. And he finds himself in a horrible position again.
Yes.
Early in the round.
LFA debut for Bruce Souto. 3 knockout victories, 3 submission, and 7 decision wins. Looking to make it 8 in a row. 12-1 since starting his pro career, 2-2. Made his debut back in June of 2012. Torres trying to throw some shots from this position, and again, we have seen this throughout the fight. Bruce Souto looking for the RNC choke. Easier said than done against Cristhian Torres.
Yeah. There you go. He needs to explode. There he goes.
Nice escape from the 29-year-old Cristhian Torres to get this fight back on its feet. Just past the midway point of the final round. Again, anyone's fight. Souto got the takedown.
Yeah, you got to see Torres going for it right now. He cannot afford another takedown.
No, he's got to create some distance and get off the cage here.
There he goes, getting the underhook right there. He needs to circle right away. Left, right, there he goes. And if I'm Torres, I'm breaking right here. I'm looking for strikes. I'm looking to finish the fight. It's probably 1-1 going into this third round, and he's been taken down already in the third round. He's losing the third round thus far.
Souto throwing big shots, punching his way in, and Torres retaliates with a knee to the body.
Again, right here, he needs to make the right decisions. This is a crucial part right here. If he gets taken down at this point, it could be the end of him for this fight.
Real good point. If Souto scores another takedown.
That's a good job hipping into him. He needs to make sure.
Yes.
Careful right here.
Well done by Torres.
Yep, and now to get off the fence, he needs to circle to the center of the octagon.
Souto using the knee to get in again.
Look at Souto coming up from welterweight, being the bigger, stronger man in this fight.
Really impressive. Love to know what he weighed in at tonight.
Yeah.
And gets the takedown. That could be the key right there with under a minute to go. A couple of takedowns for Bruce Souto here in the third round. Cristhian Torres just not able to mount any offense.
You can't grab the inside cuff. There you go. You're good.
Let's go, cuz.
You're having an argument.
Yeah.
You know he's coming in with those hooks.
Souto does an excellent job when he gets the back. He gets that over-under, and then he slides in the hook, takes the other hook. He's very good at positional control and getting the back. These aren't going to do it, though, for Torres. These little pot shots, hitting, you know, he's got to try to explode, go to belly right now, and try to finish a fight.
10 segundos, Bruce. Bora, 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 bora.
And we end this fight in the position that Bruce Souto controlled for almost all 3 rounds on the back of Cristhian Torres. The judges are working hard tonight here in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, just impressive from Souto. I mean, the guy is a welterweight coming up, fighting the bigger man, controlling a lot of the grappling aspects in this fight. And he looked worn out on the stool, but he came out in his third round throwing big shots right there. You see, he's finished a lot of these with just this, flying knees.
Yeah.
He was showing that he wanted it a little bit more, in my opinion, in this fight. He was the one taking some of the gambles and doing those fatiguing-type grappling exchanges, but getting the victories in those exchanges.
Cristhian Torres took this fight on only 7 days' notice. The LFA veteran looking to even up his Legacy Fighting Alliance record tonight. But just really did not have an answer for those takedowns and submission attempts from Bruce Souto. We'll see how the judges scored it Let's go back inside to the LFA Octagon and a Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score them out. 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Bruce Soldado de Cristo Souto.
8th straight victory and the first in the LFA and the United States. 14th career win for